ever run into issues where, let's say marketing's doing a bang up job getting people, whether it's B2C or B2B, closing people, but then there's a product disconnect. People get into the product and it's not what they thought it was.
Yeah.
So how do you address that when you've got to kind of walk over to the other side of the bridge and say, hey guys, we got to close this loop or we're going to lose people that we bring in?
It's tricky. So I work in tech all the time, and sometimes you have to tell founders that their baby is ugly, right? Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, I know you think this is the best thing since sliced bread, but a lot of people, are having trouble with your product. So a lot of it gets back to, I think the metrics you track. So I'm a big believer that you should track things like Net Promoter Score. Mm-hmm. I'm a big believer in product-led growth, which means that you infuse your marketing and sales into the product. And when you have that, you have different metrics. You have things like daily active users, right? Slack, we track that a lot. Like how many people are showing and using the product every day. Mm-hmm. You track things like time to value, right? How many clicks until they get their first aha moment, right? Is that, 5 clicks? Is it 500 clicks? Why does it take so long? You track things like CSAT, you track things like product qualified leads. Have they used to pass a certain threshold where now we send them over to sales? And when you track those metrics, you can pretty much understand like, hey, is the product, do you have a problem or not, right? Because you got to remember, sales and marketing too sometimes are incentivized to promise features that don't exist to, bring in people. There's a famous, quote from HubSpot for a long time. They were, bringing people that just weren't good fits for the company, but they were still selling it, right?
Right.
And they had to kind of make this tough decision because those people were coming in having a bad experience, and now they were saying, "Don't use HubSpot," right? And so sometimes you have to turn away deals that are maybe they're willing to buy it, but like you're a horrible fit for them, right? I was like in the world, and so Net Promoter land, Net Promoter Score. I'm a big NPS guy. You either have promoters or detractors.
Right.
And promoters are the ones that love your product. They're telling you about everyone. Detractors are like, oh my God, that was the most painful, horrible experience. Never use this software, never use this game, never use this whatever, right?
Right.
And as a founder or a C-suite member, you want to be minting out promoters, right? You want to have people come in, have this amazing experience and go out. So to do that, you have to rethink all your stuff. Like, again, is your product, is it simple? Is it helpful? Are they getting value? Even the sales experience, right? Was it a good sales experience? Mm-hmm. Did you just go through something that was helpful and consultative? We've all had great sales experiences. And at the same time, we've all had horrible ones that are like used car salesmen. They're just wrenching you. They're trying to get you to buy before you're ready. Maybe you bought it, but you're like, God, that was a horrible experience. I wouldn't recommend that brand for anything, right?
Like anytime you buy a car almost and you go in there for 4 hours.
Yeah, like who likes that, right?
We could have just done this paperwork and be done.
Oh my God, it's horrible. So I do think like, to that point, all these things are tied together. Your go-to-market product is a huge part of that. And the experience that you're delivering from your marketing, your sales, your product has a huge influence on these organic word of mouth recommendations, which for most SaaS companies, most software companies can be up to 40, 50% of their incoming leads. Really? So it's all connected together.
Hey folks, thanks for checking out this clip from the Business Line podcast. For more great clips, click here and click over here for full episodes.